Om Dum Namah. 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 Jema. 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 Welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit, and thank you so much for joining me for our Friday Puja and Satsang tonight. Dhumawati Yoga Nidra, for the purpose of releasing, for letting go. I'd like to start out with a couple of announcements. So this coming Tuesday is Christmas Eve, so there will be no Tuesday Satsang broadcast. Then next Friday will be part 30 of our 64 Yogini series, and we'll be honoring Kumari Yogini. That'll be 7 p.m. On YouTube. So tonight's practice was inspired by a practice from the book Yoga Nidra Scripts, Book 2. I want to apologize in advance that this is a pre-recorded broadcast. I just wanted to make sure that there would be no issues with the YouTube signal going out in the middle of what promises to be a very deep and powerful meditation. So at this point, I invite you to prepare for Yoga Nidra. Roll out your mat, or if you have a nice firm mattress or a comfortable carpet on the floor, you may want to have a blanket covering you. The body does tend to lose heat in deep meditation. You may want to have some kind of cushion or support under your knees or under your head. If you have an eye pillow, this would be a wonderful time to use it, or even just a towel over your eyes. That slight pressure of something over the eyes tends to trigger the relaxation response. So I'll give you a moment to assemble your props and just prepare your own personal Yoga Nidra nest for this practice. So tonight we are honoring Ma Dhumawati, who we see on our meditational image, the divine widow, the Shakti without a Shiva. We see her in a wagon with no draft animal. She's content being in the place that she's at. She's holding a winnowing basket, which represents the power of discernment, the power to let go of things that no longer work for us. We see her in a wooded area, although it's also very typical to see her pictured in an agricultural field, especially one that has been harvested. And we notice that her companion is the crow. And crows, being scavengers, also represent that letting go process, the picking away of those things that are no longer necessary. And in Nepali folklore, it was the crow that first taught language to the first humans. So prepare for Yoga Nidra. Getting ready to lie down comfortably or sit up supported. Arranging and adjusting any props that you may have or may need. Beginning to make those adjustments and micro adjustments that you need so that you feel comfortable. Preparing a space for yourself so that you can fall into deep relaxation, the sleep of the yogis, which is the meaning of the term Yoga Nidra. So again, maybe taking a folded blanket or cushion behind the head, maybe something under your knees to add comfort to your lower back, a blanket to cover you, a scarf or a towel for over your eyes, just anything that you may need. And then once you're comfortable, I invite you to take a very deep breath and hold and let it out with a sigh. And then let's take another deep breath and hold and let it out. And let's do this one more time, a nice deep breath. Hold for a moment, and then let it out with all the tension, all the concerns. Just letting out anything that prevents you from getting into deeper and deeper relaxation. Getting ready for this Yoga Nidra practice that will take you on an inner pilgrimage to the realm of Ma Dhumawati, the widow, the Shakti without a Shiva. And in the spirit of this sacred journey, let's treat our bodies with reverence as we set ourselves up for this practice, treating our body as a temple. So listening in now with care and with reverence, offering your body anything that it needs at the moment. Listening carefully and honoring what your body is telling you. What can you do to be that much more comfortable, that much more relaxed? So now I invite you to ask your body, are you completely comfortable? And then make any more adjustments or micro adjustments that you may need. In the course of this meditation, you can certainly make some small movements to get more comfortable, but try to make yourself so comfortable that it won't be necessary. You can be perfectly still for the next several minutes. And so I invite you, once you're comfortable, to close your eyes and breathe deeply. And as you breathe, feel your body begin to release into comfort. Your body fully supported and effortlessly dropping into a state of peace and a state of relaxation. Your body effortlessly dropping into a state of not doing. Letting go of doing and shifting just into simply being. And I invite you to notice the sensation of your body. Breathing deeply and releasing any remaining tension in the shoulders. Then releasing tensions in your back. Releasing tension in your arms and your hands and fingers. Releasing tension in your legs, your knees, your ankles, your feet, your toes. Completely releasing tension, allowing your body to be still and at ease. And I invite you to visualize your body as if you are floating above it, resting and breathing, still and peaceful. Your body rests while your awareness continues on. Being aware of the sound of my voice and becoming aware of the soft sounds of the body breathing itself. Effortless breathing, effortless awareness, not doing, letting go of doing, and just being, just allowing yourself to simply be. Awake, aware, effortless. The process of Yoga Nidra has now begun. So I invite you now to allow your sankalpa, your personal intention for this practice, to arise within your realm of awareness. Just think of some small issue in your life that is in need of healing or resolution. Especially something that you're ready to release, something you're ready to let go of. Maybe fear or anxiety. Or maybe there's some anger you're ready to let go of, or sadness, or anything else that is currently holding you back. The winter solstice is coming up, so something you can let go just as the light is fading this time of year. Just allowing the feeling of your sankalpa to arise within yourself. And I invite you to try and vividly see your sankalpa manifested. What would it look like once you've let go of whatever it is you're ready to allow to pass away? What would having your sankalpa fulfilled feel like? What feelings come up? What would it feel like to just have let go of those issues? So I invite you to formulate just a simple sentence for your sankalpa. Something you can repeat silently to yourself 3 times. And now I invite you to repeat that simple sentence, your simple sankalpa, with joy 3 times mentally. And know with certainty that your sankalpa is now stored within you like information in a computer. Your whole being is now following its directions and conspiring to create beautiful new realities in your life at every moment. So now we're going to move our awareness through our bodies from one point to the next. Experiencing energetically awareness moving freely without attachment or without judgment. So let's begin with effortless awareness of the point between the eyebrows, your third eye center. Effortless awareness of the point between the eyebrows. Then moving freely to the hollow of the throat. And now your right shoulder joint. Your right elbow joint. Your right wrist joint. Your right thumb. Tip of the index finger. Tip of the middle finger. Tip of the right ring finger. Tip of the right little finger. Then experiencing energetically the right wrist joint, the right elbow joint, shoulder joint, the hollow of the throat. Now to move your awareness over to your left shoulder joint, the left elbow joint, the left wrist joint, your left thumb, tip of the left index finger, tip of the left middle finger, tip of the ring finger, tip of the left little finger. Then back up to the left wrist joint, left elbow joint, left shoulder joint, and then back to the hollow of the throat. And then your heart center, the right side of the chest, your heart center, the left side of the chest, your heart center, the navel center, the lower abdomen, the right hip joint, right knee joint, right ankle joint, the right big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the fifth toe. Then back up to the right ankle joint, right knee joint, right hip joint. Then the pelvic floor in the lower abdomen. And then sweeping your awareness to the left hip joint, left knee joint, left ankle joint, left big toe, tip of the second toe, tip of the third toe, tip of the fourth toe, tip of the fifth toe. Then back up to the left ankle joint, left knee joint, left hip joint, lower abdomen and the pelvic bowl, navel center, heart center, hollow of the throat, the eyebrow center, the eyebrow center, the eyebrow center. And now begin to feel as if you are breathing in and out of the third eye center between your eyebrows. Effortlessly breathing in and out of the point between your eyebrows. Breathing in and out of the point between your eyebrows and knowing that this is the gateway of knowledge, the gateway of intuition, and the gateway to divine wisdom. And let yourself be aware of any subtle sensations that you might be experiencing at this time. Breathing in and breathing out of the point between your eyebrows. And so now I invite you to allow your awareness to travel onward, embarking on a sacred pilgrimage to the realm of Ma Dhumawati, Ma Kali in the form of a widow, the Shakti without a Shiva, taking a sacred journey to honor the Shakti without a Shiva. pilgrimage to a place where you can feel truly connected to her and her awe-inspiring power. A place for her to share her teachings with you and her wisdom gained over a lifetime. So I invite you now to prepare yourself to travel to this special place. But before you go, if there's a special offering you'd like to take to her, think about what you would like to bring. Before you on the ground is a small basket. You pick it up and you slowly bring it to the level of your heart, and you press the edge against your chest. And instantly grain in the form of husked rice pours from your heart center, filling your basket with grain. This grain is the essence of your being, and you are taking it to the divine widow for healing and transformation. So take a moment and look at the individual kernels of rice, still covered by dull brown husk. Take a moment to notice what feelings come over you when you look upon this very personal offering. What physical sensations come to you when you look upon this grain? What emotions? And if there is something else you would like to take as an offering to this form of the Divine Mother, let it also manifest within the basket at this time. Perhaps a favorite food or drink, a promise, or a prayer. And so now you are embarking on the journey, carrying a small basket with your personal offerings for Ma Dhumawati. See yourself traveling to her sacred site, the realm of the Divine Widow. You can travel any way that you like. And as you travel, let yourself notice the sights along the way, the sounds you may hear along the way, any scents that you may notice, and just vividly experience your journey to Ma Dhumawati's sacred site. Om Dhum Namah. 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 And if you haven't yet arrived at your place of pilgrimage, now is the time to arrive. And as you arrive, you are in a state of awe. It is daytime and you are standing in the center of a field. The sky is blue, and the field itself has been recently harvested. The ground is covered with the stubble of recently cut grain. You notice that this is a place of calm and stillness and silence, except for the occasional bird song in the distance, and that includes the occasional caw of a crow. Notice the light of this place and the colors. Notice any other faint sounds. Any scents that you might smell, including maybe the faint odor of where a farmer is burning away the stubble of the fields to prepare for the next planting. Notice any sensations, thoughts, or emotions that come to you from being here. And in the center of the field, you see a wagon with no draft animals attached. And seated in it is Ma Dhumawati, the divine widow. She's thin, an elderly woman, wrapped in the simple white linen garment of a widow. She is all alone, but she's very content with simply sitting in stillness. She's not concerned with the past or the future. She's not concerned with things to gain or things that she may have lost. She is just happy with being in the present moment. Upon her shoulder is perched a black crow that makes a faint, croaking sound. You notice her gray hair and her face with a peaceful expression. She reminds you of your own grandmother, or a favorite aunt, or perhaps your mother in old age. So take a moment and again notice any thoughts or feelings or emotions associated with Ma Dhumawati's presence. She now calls out to you and gestures for you to approach. And as you walk toward her, you try to let go of your initial fears surrounding your own aging and the effects of time, so that you can truly receive her wisdom and her blessings. You approach closely and know this is the time for your offerings. She holds out a flat, square winnowing basket, and you pour your grain offerings and other offerings into it. She lays the winnowing basket on the floor of her wagon and picks up a wooden rod which she strikes several times against the rice, breaking its husk. You now notice the wind is blowing gently, moving the branches of any surrounding trees, and Ma Dhumawati tosses the grain into the air, and you see the wind carrying away the broken husk, while the naked kernels fall back into her winnowing basket. And you know that the husk being carried away by the wind are those things in your life that you are ready to let go of. Your sadness, your fears, your anxieties, your anger, any attitude that is no longer useful to you, see it carried away by the wind, or anything else that no longer works. See it carrying away, just being blown away, disappearing. And you feel the joy of giving this cereal offering of your own essence, and the joy of knowing it's been received, and how unburdened you now feel through this simple act of letting go. Ma Dhumawati now signals for you to come even closer, and she places the corner of her winnowing basket against your heart center, and she pours the unhusked and now purified grain back into your chest. So take a moment and notice anything in your realm of awareness that is manifested as you received your transformed essence, feeling it coming back to you. Any sights, any sounds, any messages, thoughts, or feelings. And now take a moment to express gratitude for this precious opportunity to connect with the Divine Widow. And now, if you'd like to ask for any spiritual guidance, I invite you to speak from your heart, say a prayer, or simply enjoy the peace and comfort of this place, this sacred place. Just take some time to be with this experience. The Divine Grandmother Dhumawati now asks for you to come even closer so that she can place her hand upon your heart. And with her hand upon your heart, you close your eyes and take a very deep breath. And suddenly you have become Ma Dhumawati, seated in stillness upon your wagon. You're an elderly woman, your hair gray, your skin wrinkled, and you are full of wisdom gained through your many life experiences. You are clothed in the simple white linen garment of a widow. You are winnowing grain and letting the wind carry away the husk, which you know are the illusory limitations that her children place upon themselves. Perched upon your shoulder is a black crow who is whispering in your ear a very important message. Take a moment and listen to what you are being told. And at this time, allow yourself to become aware of the full experience of being Ma Dhumawati, the Shakti without a Shiva. So notice any physical sensations that accompany your transformation, any emotions, messages, or flashes of insight. And just be with the experience and everything that it offers. Om Dhum Namah. Om Dhum Namah. Om Dhum Dum Namah. Om 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 Dum Namah. You now take a deep and clearing breath, and suddenly you transform back into yourself. You see Ma Dhumawati's face smiling with approval as she places the tip of her right index finger in the center of your heart. And you notice a warm and comforting sensation as you come to the realization that her divine presence is now within you. Again, take notice of any new feelings or insights this divine presence gives to you. This divine presence exists as a small seed, ready to sprout forth with your full potential. So you now give gratitude to Ma Dhumawati once more from deep within your heart for the opportunity to be heard, to receive her guidance, and to simply be within her presence. And finally, before you go, I invite you to take a moment to share your personal sankalpa, your personal intention from deep within your heart. Repeat your sankalpa in the presence of Ma Dhumawati's holy energy in her sacred place 3 more times with feeling and awareness. And know that at this point that your sankalpa has been blessed by divine grace through its practice. And just continue to feel that gratitude swelling deep in your heart. And so now, before leaving this sacred place, I invite you to find a place to sit in quiet reflection, to sit for a brief meditation. Sitting for meditation, allowing your awareness to travel deep into the heart center, deep into the sacred cave of your heart. Traveling deep past the emotional heart, deep into the peace of the spiritual heart. Experiencing that same divine presence within yourself. Tranquil, calm, comforting. In the cave of your heart, the sacred cave of your heart, effortless, peaceful, illuminated by firelight, resting here in the sacred cave of your heart with full awareness. Om Dum Namah. 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 I invite you now to bring your awareness back to your heart center. Coming back out of your meditation, it's time to leave Ma Dhumawati's sacred fields. So you say farewell, bowing to the Divine Grandmother and taking the positive memories of your experience with you. And know that you can return to this sacred place any time that you would like. And begin to see yourself traveling away from Dhumawati's sacred fields. Again, you can travel in any way you like. And once again, notice the sights along the way, the sounds, the scents, the sensations, and feelings. Vividly experiencing your journey, returning back, returning now to your resting body. Om Dum Namah. 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 And if your awareness hasn't yet arrived back in your body, back into your room, now is the time. Awareness returning back to the room. Awareness coming back into your body. Beginning to notice sensations in the physical body. Notice your chest rising and falling with each breath. Feel your chest rising and falling with each breath. process of Yoga Nidra is now complete. So I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, and beginning to notice the sensations of coming back into your body. And when you can, begin to slowly move your fingers and toes, and then your hands and your feet, your arms and legs. And if it feels right, you can stretch your body out, feeling the awareness of coming back to your body. So if you're lying down, when you're ready, I invite you to roll to one side and then lay there on your side and take a few more deep breaths. And if you like, I invite you to mentally repeat your sankalpa one last time. And know that it is already manifesting in your life. And feel it filling your whole being. And remembering your sacred pilgrimage and any guidance, experiences, or reflections that you had that you'd like to carry forward. So keeping your eyes closed if you can. If you're lying down, I invite you to press yourself up back to a sitting position. Take as much time as you need. And take a few more deep breaths. And then we'll finish by chanting Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And let yourself carry any positive feelings from your heartfelt pilgrimage with you from this point onward. And slowly bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And take a moment to express gratitude to the Divine Mother in all of her forms, feeling her presence around you and, more importantly, within you, there to guide you. And take a moment to give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice, and know that you can replay this recording at any time whenever you'd like to do this Yoga Nidra once again, whenever you have need. And just acknowledge that in these days to come, you'll notice the subtle effects of this practice. The feeling of letting go, of having let go of things that no longer work. Maybe new ideas, flashes of insight. Maybe noticing you're handling a situation a little bit differently from the way you might have previously. Maybe the right teachings coming to you, the right book falling into your hand, anything of that nature. But just have an openness for that and an appreciation as it comes. And then slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me. I look forward to you joining me next Friday when we honor Ma Kumari, the 30th of the 64 yoginis. And I want to wish everybody a very happy and safe holiday season. And once again, namaste, and thank you so very much, and blessings always. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma.